Did you miss me? Well, evening and welcome. My name is Yuusha Anime and welcome back to the letter. I'm a bit ill today. My throat is killing me. I've got a new mouse, so I'm also very happy. Yay. But I'm not very well. So I'll try to do my best this whole video with my throat being as coarse as it is. I'm very tired as well. I had no sleep from the barbecue the other day. None whatsoever. We got pissed as farts. So, we are now back. We've discovered that our husband is having an affair. So guys, actually, before we see that, let's see what this is here. Isabella. Okay. They surround her and move to escort the hysterical woman. Judging by his pale face, he has heard the whole thing, and I feel nothing but pity for the man. Yeah, not that I believe Rochelle. Luke will never. He would never go so far as to sleep with another woman, right? No, I think he did.
I'm so sorry for her behaviour. She's been under a lot of stress, and the alcohol.
You sure?
Talking nonsense, that's all it is. You're not allowed to drink because of the baby, Shelley. What are you thinking?
Oh.
Nothing to see here, people. Move along.
Go on, Johannes. Is there really nothing here but the ramblings of a drunk?
That's not true. Is it, Luke? Please tell me she's just lost the plot.
Don't be a blooming muppet, Hannah. Of course she's lying, creating a scandal for attention.
Whoa.
If the baby isn't Lee's, she's probably gotten herself knocked up by one of her employees, and she's accusing me for money. Fuck! How stupid can you be?
What, me?
Excuse me.
Oh.
I just wanted to hear your word. There's no need for such crass language.
Yes, there is a need for such fucking crass language, because you've been nothing but a pain recently.
Oh.
I told you not to invite her, and look what she's done. And not just recently, for a while in fact. I'm sick and tired of having to look after your clingy, spoiled ass.
Whoa.
You've been derailing my schedule and my plans, questioning my priorities and my decisions. You can be worse than a hormonal pregnant woman at times even.
Whoa.
How touched in the head are you that I need to hold your hand?
You're a fucked up dude.
Speak no more. We are done here, and we'll talk about these matters in privacy now.
No, why don't we hash it all out here? Because every time we talk about our problems in private, you start crying your fucking eyes out.
Wow. Damn. I come into a hefty bit, didn't I? Ooh, I should have expected this of Luke. To put us in the limelight, thinking I'll back down because we have an audience. Well, he has another thing coming for him, doesn't he? Uh-oh. I am just as livid as he is because of his disrespect. Our marriage is quickly crumbling under our own 2 feet, yet I can't give a rat's ass. Whoa. If this is how it goes, so be it. Full sail ahead.
Dare.
Whoa. We are fighting back, Screechet.
I dare.
Oh.
I dare, Buttercup, because I've kept quiet about this.
Huh?
Oh, you've kept quiet about it? How rich!
Yes!
Wow.
No, I've had enough of this! Do you think I don't see when you try to creep up some whore and get up her skirt?
Oh, she's all about, Isabel.
You would
Isabella.
be nothing without me. Your company would be buried in debt and you'd be begging on the streets if it weren't for me!
She lies! Don't listen to her!
Whoa.
And I've had enough of you. So guess what? Fuck you, Luke.
Oh.
We agreed to never talk of this woman!
Did we? I don't remember.
Oh.
But it's all true. Right Enterprise would be nothing but a precautionary tale if Evans Incorporated didn't agree to merge into a conglomerate. You asked that we keep your family name because you said it was so important to you. Your legacy. I agreed because damn it, Luke, I loved you and I still do. But all you really want is the money and the power's all gone to your head. Face it, Lucille Mitchell Wright. You owe me everything.
Oh.
I owe you everything. I owe you everything? Who's running the business now while you sit at home like a pretty princess?
If I recall, You told me to retire so that I can enjoy my time as Mrs. Luke Wright.
Oh yeah, he did, I remember.
I wouldn't even bother with other women if you were still Hannah Evans. You used to be your own woman. You used to be someone who I could fucking look up to.
Whoa.
Now look at you. If I wanted some brainless bint, I'd go to the whorehouse and play any old strumpet like a fucking fiddle.
Well done.
That's all you are now. A brainless,
Slap him.
good for nothing.
There we go. Well then, a slap echoes in the ballroom. I didn't even realise I've lifted my hand against him. Not until he's already clutching his reddened cheek, eyes wide and unspoken curses hanging from his lips.
That's it! This party is over! Everybody leave before I have you all thrown out!
There's a shuffling as the near-forgotten audience can't decide whether they are to mill about and wait for what might happen next, or do as instructed. The minds are made up for them as Luke storms towards the doors, slams them open, and roars.
Go!
Whoa. And as if they are awakened from a trance, the crowd starts to leave one by one. Jesus! Some of the noisier ones, needier and the like, tried to stay, but they are eventually dragged away by security. They slowly trickle out from the bus boys and the waiters to the musicians and the bartender. Even our butlers leaves us. Oh no, come on, let your hands stay, please. I like your hands. Closing the door to the ballroom shut behind him. Oh. Come on in. Then and there, I didn't know what to say. Should I apologise for striking him? Yet every part of me is still shaking in anger. Do I have to choose? I would scream every bit of hatred I have for him, every ounce of bitterness, things that I couldn't say before, but I also feel tired.
Oh, Hannah. What am I going to do with you?
Yeah? Has he got to say? He laughs. Laughs? Before I can respond, he leaves. To where? I don't know. I'll never find out as I don't have the courage to follow him, or leave this room. Slumping into the nearest chair, all I can see is his face red and wide-eyed. His empty laugh echoes over and over again. He's still laughing? Only the walls act as my audience now, and I can feel their accusing eyes burn into me. Dots. There will be no sleep tonight. What type of storm did I stir up? Oh, wow. Oh. In the aftermath of Rochelle's accusations, Hannah and Luke lashed out at each other in public. Hannah slapped Luke at the end of it all, and the resulting fit of rage, the man ordered the party to be stopped and threw their guests out. God damn. Am I making some bad choices? I feel that I might be. And come morning as we breakfast. What? And come morning as we breakfast, the meal is silent and strained. I cut too deeply into my sausage and almost excuse myself, but have I not spied Luke mashing and stirring his poached eggs with a fork like a petulant child? Conversation is terse, though that is no big surprise. What else can you say after you verbally lashed out at each other in public? Nah. Apologies seem like trifle things now, in comparison to what transpired last night. I'm not the one to rush when eating, but withdrawing sounds like the best course of action. I can leave the dining hall, hole myself up somewhere where I won't be bothered. And he has work today. Good old boy. I must have gone away with it too, if he did not speak up all of a sudden.
Hannah, wait. Don't go just yet. Please.
Oh?
What is it, Lucille?
I have thought upon it, that perhaps I am at fault for what happened yesterday, and for your frustrations.
Oh!
I've been a neglectful husband, and if you would still have me, I hope to correct that.
Well, wow.
There's not much to do today for me, and I was hoping that we might be able to talk it out. If you are willing to still work it out with me, you will have my afternoon.
Just your afternoon.
He stands and approaches with steps careful and wary. He treats me as if I'll take flight at any moment, and it'll be ridiculous if I don't find it even a tiny bit endearing. And when he stands before me, he takes both my hands into his, ready with a declaration.
You will have my afternoon, and every moment after for the rest of your life, if you are willing.
Oh! Oh! I hate it. I hate how he can easily make me fall in love with him all over again. God damn! That was smooth as shit! Oh, God! Oh yeah, I'm trying to have some light come in because the camera has trouble picking me up sometimes.
Just this one chance. If you don't show up, I may very well just pack my bags and go, you hear me?
Loud and clear. Off to work I go then. Until later, Buttercup.
His grip is tight as he kisses my hand before letting it fall. I feel lighter in spite of it all. That rhymed. That's interesting. So, even though our relationship at the second is at the lowest it can be with Luke, he's actually considering the possibility that he took everything too far. That's really interesting. That's an interesting way to take it, really. I am very keen to see what's going to happen now. That leaves me the rest of the day with nothing, really. I thought I'll have to spend it making plans to leave this house and him. But instead, he has me worrying and feeling relieved at the same time. It is quite paradoxical, sorry. I still have plans to eschew everything and everyone until the afternoon, which is proving to be quite difficult as everywhere I look, Johans seem to appear out of thin air. Okay. What are you up to, Johans? I love our butler along with his wonderful husband and 2 darling children. But he never seems to understand the concept of privacy or personal space at the worst of times. Well, he's a butler. He's supposed to tend to the masters. The man is often quiet, even while he works, and I can forget that he's there with no trouble. It's the principle of things, however.
What are you doing?
He's told me to look after you. This isn't going to turn out well, you know.
Pardon?
You should just leave. If I were you, I'd left a long time ago. You have the choice to do so, you know.
We're gonna have that choice, aren't we?
What everyone does.
Oh.
Is that what you've been stalking me all morning for? To tell me to leave my husband?
It is not going to turn out well, mein Freund.
Mein Freund. Looking back at Johans, I can see his usually indifferent expression painted with concern. He still stands tall and his body betrays no emotion. But his mouth is set into a grim, harsh line and there is a slight furrow in his brow. Curious and minute details in this one. Details that one won't find unless they care to look. And these little things trouble me. Still, if he believes that I will leave when Luke has extended an olive branch to me, well, he's wrong.
And that's your opinion, Johans. If you wouldn't mind, I'd like to be left alone with my thoughts, please.
If you'd like privacy, I suggest finding it somewhere else then. Somewhere outside the house, maybe?
Why outside?
I'm going to my room. Tell Luke that I'll be waiting for him there.
I'd really rather not.
Johans?
That's an order, Johans.
Alright. Scare's gonna come now. I can feel it now. Scare's gonna come. The remaining hours pass with little fanfare as my wish to be alone is respected. I only see Johans again when he brings me my supper. Oh, damn it. Sorry. New mouse. Very clicky. I like it. Oh, bouillabaisse along with squid ink brioche. Something that I haven't requested, but I'm grateful nonetheless. What the hell? Squid ink brioche. That's interesting. And once more after that, to clear my plates away and inform me that Luke is back home. I'm a little concerned. Hearing him call for me fills me with a certain dread for reasons I can't comprehend. Perhaps I'm just nervous about this little talk of ours. I feel this is a little forced. Oh, I feel so uneasy right now. Yet, something at the back of my head is nagging at me. It is irrational, but I feel myself freezing trepidation. I have to will myself to breathe when I am conscious of the fact that I've been holding it in.
Darling, love, Buttercup,
Why aren't you answering?
Oh no! It is with unease that I answer.
Upstairs, Luke.
There is a moment when I am nothing but a bundle of nerves. It's first. Double headphones, here we go. His footsteps echo from the hallway, and the creak of the door sends chills down my spine.
Here I am expecting a warm welcome home, and here you are locked up in the room like a shut-in. Oh, Hannah, what am I to do with you? You're looking a little bit pale. Are you all right?
I must have had something funny, actually. Maybe from the party last night. Maybe breakfast. Or lunch.
Isn't Buddha base or the Yuusha?
Johan's had been acting really strangely while you were gone.
Yeah.
Do you think?
Do I think what? That he poisoned you? Don't be silly.
Huh?
He wouldn't do such a thing unless I tell him to.
Wait. He jokes and laughs. That does nothing to ease my nausea and only makes my stomach churn even more. I try to smile and laugh along, but I cannot put on a fake face this time. Oh no! I thought I messed up! Oh no! Oh! Oh! Noticing my discomfort, he pulls me into his arms. In his hold, I feel safe. Or I should at least. Should be at least. I thought something was wrong by the way he was speaking. Oh! But there is still a stirring restlessness inside me.
Don't you worry. If you are
he's
sick,
insane.
I'll take care of you myself. I did tell you that you'll have my afternoon and every moment after for as long as you live, didn't I?
Oh, that was what he
I'm
meant.
just so worried about my poor wifey. That Rochelle woman had some nerve, and I've insulted your honor so. My poor wifey has been through so much.
Oh god, he's It is when I feel his hold turn painfully tight that the dreads turn into fear.
My poor, spoiled wifey, Hannah fucking Evans. Silver spoon in her mouth, never had to lift a finger in her goddamn life. Poor wifey trying to ruin everything for me. All that I've worked so hard for. She'll just take it all away. Just like that. We've got to fix that. You know, you and I.
I don't think he's going to kill me somehow. Or he is going... There's only two things that can happen. Either she'll be kept prisoner to serve as a husband of hers while she's alive, to keep on getting the thing that he's getting from her family, to keep the family afloat. Or, two, she's just gonna... Hannah's dead. That's the only two things that can happen. Or number three, mystery bitch comes in to save the day or kill us both. I don't know.
We have to make sure you don't pull a dodgy stunt like the one you did last night.
Blackmail.
Even if we have to take you out of the picture permanently.
It is as he presses something sharp to my neck that I realise far, far too late what he holds in his hands. That was why your Hans was being very
Why are
forceful.
you doing this?
My life is in his hands, held hostage at a knife's edge.
Because
Whoa!
it's never enough. I want it all.
He wishes to end it. Does he not love me anymore? Has our ties eroded so badly that he'll even go this far? This is preposterous, surreal. Yet here I am, frozen in his embrace while he holds a knife to my back. The very man I loved and trusted the most is the one to kill me. And sadly enough, this is the longest he's held me in a long... Oh, God. Oh. It is a contradiction, both beautiful and horrific. How did it come to this?
You don't have to do this. You can still have it all, Luke. Just please. Don't you love me?
That makes him pause.
Oh, I still do, Hannah.
Have I
do
turned
love
him
you.
underage?
But you're outliving your
Oh,
usefulness.
I kinda did it.
In fact, you're
Oh.
becoming a pain in the arse, just like your dear old dad. Oh,
Oh.
I'm doing you a favor, and you'll be with him again
Oh!
real soon.
Dignity and grace is forgotten as I become a blubbering mess begging to be spared. Please, please spill from my lips prayers to Luke for his mercy, because please, I don't want to go. I'm not ready to go. I still want a family, our family, and I want to do more. I can't help but cry about the things that could have, should have been a husband, children, and home. But I am going to be cut short. Oh no! My pleading falls on deaf ears. Good God. And although I don't feel it immediately, the way he loosens his hold on me says as much. There is no pain at first, only shock and a dull throbbing radiates from my back. Oh man, that's creepy. Good God. It's like an itch that I can't reach, which gets worse and worse until it is all I can focus on. She's crying. Oh God, that's cool, but damn no. At the same time, I panic as the pain becomes too much to bear, and I wish nothing else but for death to consume me now. My body spasms, trembling and shaking, and the pain fires up anew when Luke the monster twists his knife deeper. Breathing is next to impossible. Every time I try it only feels like I'm drowning. Well, you're bleeding from your mouth as well. Soon enough I taste blood on my tongue like copper, yet both salty and sweet. Just. Here I am laughing like a bloody loon, though my laughter is nothing more but a wet raspy chuckle. Jeez, I didn't think you'd actually go and kill her. Good gosh. Slowly I am losing myself.
What's so funny?
Deeper and deeper yet. He starts laughing.
So cute.
I drown in his laughter. She died, didn't she? Before leaving for work, Luke begged his wife for another chance and promised she'd have his time for the rest of her life. Hearing this, Hannah was smitten all over again. Johannes was seen trailing the lady throughout the day, which made Hannah very uncomfortable, and when Luke finally returned home, he... Oh, that's right, you cut it off. God damn it. Dots. More dots. Oh, hello. Should I censor this? I've unlocked a memory fragment. Oh, wait, what? Wait, this is the woman, isn't it? This is the woman that's trying to kill you. Zachary. I'm onto Zach now. What the hell was that picture, though? Oh. Alright, relationships. Isabella, he's got a very good woman. Ashton's very high. Hannah's, of course, low, but she's dead. she's very dead. Marianne, because she's never met Luke. He's never met herself, and Luke also hates him because he's also partially racist. There's that as well. And Rebecca, very good. Okay. The poison aroma hits me long before I cross the threshold. Faint but light and warm. A reminder of what home is. Past stern but commending gaze, Ma's tender smile, the sunlight's filtering through the eaves in the morning, and a distinct smell of cinnamon and vanilla as it drifts through the air every time something cooks from the room. The room, our room, Ma and Pa's pride and joy. My sister and I too, eventually. But we ain't allowed there. Not yet. Not until we're taller or older. Not until we learn how to take care of ourselves and not burn our hands or reach the cups without having to be lifted.
But a little peek wouldn't hurt, yeah?
I don't know. The floorboards are cold under my feet more than it usually is. The wall's more forbidding than what I'm used to. Farther and farther the room goes. Ma's singing ceases and Pa.
Oh, please wait.
Huh?
I'll be good. I'll sleep on time. Don't go.
Does Father run out on him? I can't hear Pa. Oh! Nope, that was Pa! Oh. Oh dear. not above the raucous clanging and defeating roar of gunshots, nor the screams replacing the comforting soft melodies. There is only the blinding fear. When my foot slips, the red sea that catches me is bitter and frigid, but the blood that drips in my hand is warm, warm, warm. It ain't my blood. The walls tumble and everything goes quiet. Dance. Yeah, it was a nightmare, okay. It takes a few moments for everything to fall into place, for my eyes to adjust to the relative darkness of the room. Oh, hey, he's not actually got a bad little apartment. That's not that bad, actually. Little fish mat. We like a good old fish mat. Yeah. Let's see if there's anything else in this image. Nothing too much. There's a rock poster. So that's cool. I like rock. I could get down with it. Okay. Yeah, read that one. Okay. Despite the pleasant chill the AC brings, my shirt is clinging tightly to me and my blanket is a tangled mess around my throat. Morning has not even arrived and yet it's like midnight.
Way too early for this thing, man.
And too long. Too long since the last I've woken up drenched in my own sweat, head littered with thoughts that are gone as soon as my eyes open. All too often, only imprints and brief images are left to haunt me for the rest of the day, or until my mind forgets about it. Egad, whichever comes first. Yeah, vivid or not, what little I can remember does not matter. Regardless, the desperation sticks clawing up, pushing, urging me to relive every moment, every sensation. Wow. You alright? That's right. I didn't do anything, but okay. There's a twinkle in Ma's eyes when she looks up from her work. Flour dusting her nose and cheeks. The scent of freshly baked bread wafts from the oven as soon as Pa opens it, and the homely fragrance of honey fills the room. So, did they own a bakery? His parents, where he stayed, did they own a bakery of sorts? Because it sounds like they both worked together. This humming is very unsettling, though. He reaches up to wipe the small beads of sweat away from his forehead before gesturing for me to come closer the moment he spots me on my little hiding place behind the door. I expected him to be angry, but his pat on my back when I come within his arm's reach is encouraging enough. We'll have to taste these first before we put it up for sale tomorrow. You up for it, little man? Is it good enough? Fucking hell. A knock cuts through the air before I can answer. Sharp, heavy, demanding, familiar. So distantly familiar. Ma ushers me out of the kitchen when Pa moves to answer it. But I know what waits outside. The taste of blood in my mouth sends out an unpleasant churning in my gut. Ma's apron crinkles under my tight grip. Fucking hell. Knocking I hate. I hate knocking. When it's in games. I hate. Something snaps back into place. My bed remains in an utter disarray. The walls still need a new paint job, and the wall clock ticking opposite my bed is as unsettling as ever. I'm gonna have a guess at who's at the door. I'm not gonna guess Isabella, because that's too easy. I doubt it's Murian easily, so I'm gonna say Rebecca's at the door. Ash is right. Or it's Ash. Might actually be Ash. I should have already replaced that when I had the chance.
You're no longer there, Zachary. Here and there are miles apart. Calm down. Breathe.
The pressure of my own fingers against my temple is a welcome sensation over the anxiety gripping me. It never really did anything to stave off the headaches sure to follow after this before, but it grounds me. A little reminder that I am safe and away from the place I once called home from Ma and Pa's. There we go. Come on, answer it. The urgency with each Grammar! Come on! The R and the T are right next to each other. With the urgency with each tat that follows finally chases away the ghost threatening to hang around. Why anyone thinks it's a good idea to knock at someone else's door this late confuses me. Nana would chase them all the way for Brum if she was here. But no matter, it's a welcome break from her thoughts and about to take a morbid turn if left festering. It's probably just Ash anyway, looking for a place to crash. Just a freeload. Looking for a place to crash. Wonder of wonders why he's bothering with the courtesy when he never did so before. So then it's Rebecca. Even with that hunch though, habit compels me to check who it is first through the peephole. Better safe than sorry, they say. No, is he going to see the lady through the peephole? Oh no. Except the person that greets me on the other side ain't him. Unless his hair grew overnight and started wearing a ponytail. It's Isabella. Oh, of course, which I highly doubt will happen anytime soon, no matter how funny that looks in my head. I waste no time opening the latches.
Isabella, it's late.
Oh! Oh! I think I know what's going to happen. Or what's happened. This is right after she got attacked. We're finally back. We're back where we were last time. Oh, interesting. So she ran to Zach first. There's something I can't quite pinpoint in her eyes that when she looks up. Her face a pallid shade, shoulders tense, breathing heavy, and an uncontrollable shaking in her hands she's trying to hold back. Wow, hide if I didn't know any better.
Hey, Zach. Sorry, I know it's weird for me to show up at this hour, but you are the closest to my office, and...
Yeah.
No. It's perfectly fine. I'm not really working on anything right now.
So does that mean if I stayed at home, that I would have been attacked at home and then I would have gone somewhere else? And that would have probably led to Ash or Rebecca, I'm guessing. Interesting. There are loads of possibilities for this game.
Do you want to come in?
It's a bit like a version of Until Dawn in a way.
Is it alright? I know you should be sleeping at this hour, but I thought... I'm sorry, I just thought... I have no idea why I went here. My feet just moved on their own after I got out of the office, and...
Calm
sorry.
down. She trails off, her voice lost in the muggy night air. I wait for her to say more, but instead her only response is a downward shift of her gaze. But back to her still trembling hands, as if the motion alone is enough of an explanation. A minuscule gesture. Easy to miss if one is not paying attention. Do you know what? I've just thought about something that just happened with Hannah. I just thought about this now. But when we come to be Luke, what time will we be in? Like, we know what's already going to happen, but when we go into Luke's mind, when we see what he's seen, I wonder how that will go. I am really curious about that. Easy to miss if one is not paying attention. But for someone who has seen the same expression on the mirror, done the same thing too many times when the night terrors are inevitable, it is not.
Hey, don't worry about it. At least you not. Ash just barges in and crashes on the couch whenever he feels like it. I swear that guy is one fine hairline away from being a criminal.
He's a cop. Oh, good. That's actually a good one. Without waiting for an answer, I step away from the door and saunter over the kitchenette. For a few good seconds, only the clinking of the plates can be heard above the constant tick-tock. Late as it may be for a snack, the familiar motions keep me occupied, steering my mind away from dangerous thoughts. Do you know what? It's kind of interesting that they've given Zachary this sort of line, just with the beginning bit for his backstory. Like, it just shows us he's not quite the chilled out guy overall from first impression, which is quite cool. Cliched, still quite cool. It's good cliche. Isabella's company is not unwelcome either. Whatever her reasons for showing up here at such an hour doesn't matter. I'll be damned if I just turn her away, frazzled as she is. The door clicks shut behind her when she finally enters, feet scuffling softly against the tiled floor. In all the years I've known her, she has never once lost her ever upbeat spirit. Yet in this particular moment, as she stands in my doorway, holding her arms close to herself, it's as if I'm looking at someone completely withdrawn from the person I've come to know all these years.
Do you want to drink or eat anything?
Yeah, do you want to?
I haven't restocked my food stash yet, so ingredients may be a bit limited. But I'm sure I can whip something up with what I have here.
Just water will do, please. Thanks, Zach.
She sounds really weak.
What? No additional food requests? That's new. I'll put something together for you anyway. And feel free to make yourself at home. You ain't exactly a new visitor here. Although my room's not at its most presentable right now. Sorry. New freelance gigs and such.
I've just realised, does he have a guitar down here? Does he have a guitar? I wonder if it's a Les Paul or something like that. Or even an acoustic. Or maybe it's even bass, I might even be wrong.
Didn't have time to fix things up here lately.
It's okay. I don't mind.
Usually she'd have something more to say about that. A witty remark to provoke a laughter or two. Nothing from her this time. Only a weak smile before she takes a seat on the couch, and a silence that stretches out until what we left hanging feels disconcerting. Do you know, I really wonder what would have happened if we had left Isabella right at the beginning. Like, with the QuickTime event. Like, what would have happened if we just left her in there? Would she have been killed? Would she have not even existed further than this? Probably be a quick ending. Goodness me. Oh wait, I didn't read all that, sorry. For everything, only a weak smile before she takes a seat on the couch, and the silence stretches out until what we left hanging feels disconcerting. Before everything turns stifling and awkward, I continue talking with, if only to keep a dead air at bay. How's one supposed to keep a conversation going when the person you talk to is like this?
Anyway, Gigs, can you believe this one client we got? Boss had all my scheduled shoots shifted after they caught wind of this couple buying a new property.
Oh.
Man, must be nice to have all the money in the
Oh,
world.
he's on about the...
The world itself moves for you, huh?
She's curled up on one side of the couch and hugging her knees close when I bring the tray, carrying the sandwiches and the water she requested. She starts to straighten up as I'm unloading the contents, but pauses as soon as I hold up my hand in a halting gesture.
You're a guest. Didn't I say you're free to make yourself at home? Here's your water. Careful.
The tremor in her hands, though lighter now, still hasn't subsided when she reaches out for the glass. Man, I'm curious how she managed to get away. Because when we left her, the spirit or whatever it was that was after her was literally right in front of her desk. So, did that mean that the spirit went away and she ran straight past the spirit out the door? Because if we remember back in the beginning, before she went on unconscious and she fell down the stairs, she saw the spirit. So I'm wondering, before she falls asleep, will she see the spirit again? Or does this spirit have a limit? I'm trying to see if there's a limit with this thing. Oh, damn it. I didn't read that again. I give her a questioning look, but she is quick to avert her eyes, keeping herself occupied by taking small gulps of water. Or maybe she doesn't want me asking questions. Worrying. This sudden loss for words is a bout of quiet not normally present in our chats. Even the creaking of the old chair when I casually take the seat is a welcome break. Although the company is familiar, this has gone way past unnerving.
What happened? Overtime at work?
Well, she... That's one way to phrase it. She doesn't answer immediately. Another gulp drains her glass of its remaining contents. One would think it would be enough to help her recover, yet she doesn't lose her taut grip on the glass as she cradles it on her lap. Her eyes take an unfocused gaze when she speaks again.
Yeah. Boss handed me extra work today. After what happened to Rose.
Rose?
Yeah.
Why do I feel like you've mentioned her before?
She did.
Sorry, I'm better with remembering faces than names.
She was my coworker. That will take some getting used to. I was just talking to her the other day.
Was? Did she resign or something?
No.
I think I'm missing a few details here, Bella.
Oh.
You've never met her. I think I did mention her once or twice.
Oh.
Doesn't matter. You probably heard her name recently from the news than me.
Something clicks then. A little memory from the night before. Oh, the bright red light in the dark room, the strong odour of the stop bath, the television's barely audible murmur in the background, and a glimpse of a bloody room. The news is everywhere, even in the morning that follows. I just didn't think its effects would strike someone this close to me.
Oh. Damn. I didn't mean to bring that up.
He didn't know. He didn't know.
Like I said, it'll take some getting used to, but it'll get better. I hope it will. Things might become a little busier for me, though.
Well, yeah.
She left a lot of things unfinished. And I'm one of the few people in the office who knows how she works. Boss thinks the transition will be easier if I handle it.
Because you're one of the original people on it.
That explains it. Well, just don't forget you still need rest. Even the most hard-working people I know don't keep hours as late as this. Hell, the subway stopped running hours ago. Crime rate might be lower here than most places, but that doesn't mean you can walk around
In
freely
the middle of
in
the
the middle
night,
of the
yes.
night.
Because if it's the middle of the night, a woman's more likely to get raped, and if it's the middle of the night for a guy, he's more or less likely to get mugged or stabbed up. Those are just facts.
It's just for today.
Still a good thing you dropped by here first. I'm not just about to let you walk out here alone, especially not in the middle of the night.
Yes.
Who knows what else could happen? I'm not saying you should go right now, but I could accompany you home if you...
No.
No! Wait, please!
Wait a minute. Wait, did it get to her house? No, that's impossible. Let me think about this quick. It's impossible for it to be at her house. Because she just said earlier that she ran from work. The vehement tension in her voice makes me pause, and it is in this instant the mask she's been keeping up falls apart, if only for a short while. Right then and there, I understood what's hiding behind her unfocused stare from the moment she arrived. Fear. Pure, unadulterated fear. It's disturbing to see such a marring her usual upbeat countenance. Or is it marring? It's marring, sorry. With a sigh, I cross the small distance separating us and kneel in front of her. She doesn't flinch when I do so. However, the way she appears to make herself smaller against the couch is telling enough.
Bella, this ain't just about your coworker, is it? What is it really about? I'm all ears.
Fucking shit. Double headphones, okay. The sound of glass shattering rents through the air as soon as her hold on it loosens. It's about a few seconds her breathing grows laboured.
I don't know. I don't know anymore.
She clasps her hand over her ears, pressing it tightly against the sides of her head. Her voice grows weaker with each word, with each plea coming out of her mouth.
Please, please don't leave me alone. I don't want to be alone right now. I can't shake it off. Everywhere's not safe and...
Hide, Isabella. Look at me, look at me.
My hands are firm on her shoulder when I pull her up to look at me. It takes every force of will to ignore the terror in her eyes in favour of taking control of the situation. Too close, too similar.
Breathe. Breathe. You're safe here. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Stay in the present. I'm here. No one's gonna hurt you. Do you want to talk about it?
Well, she doesn't want to talk about it, I guess. The force with which she shakes her head is enough reason to drop the topic altogether.
No more. Please. No more. I don't want to remember anymore.
Kate, no more talking. I won't ask anymore. Can I get you anything? Another glass of water? I think I have a tub of that pistachio ice cream you love so much. We're gonna have to clean this mess first.
Oh, she dropped the glass.
Your own
Okay.
for a little while.
She nods slightly before retreating into herself again. No more words are exchanged after that, and I take that as my cue to start cleaning the shards littering the floor before either one of us gets hurt. Something's going to happen very shortly. I can feel it. Because Zach has also seen this ghost. And not only that, she's just run away from it. Which means, if I'm right now, none of them are safe. Or maybe they are more safe so because they are together. Like with Hannah and Zachary earlier. Ooh. Interesting. No more words were exchanged after that, and I take that as my cue to start cleaning the shards littering the floor before either one of us get hurt. Okay. The quick hum of the AC is a pleasant distraction as I go over the menial task. More so than her ragged draws of breath or my little feeble attempts to tell a quick story or two. But the latter does the trick. And soon enough, she has already drifted off by the time I return with the promised glass of water, her chest rising and falling in a steady rhythm. The strain of her on her shoulders gone. Frankly, I've never seen her this still. She mumbles something I don't quite catch when I carry her to the empty bed and hugs herself tighter against the mess of the blankets. Wait, is she having Zach's bed? Well then, generous. In spite of the fact that she appears relaxed, the small frown on her face hasn't quite disappeared. Whatever happened to her won't be leaving her anytime soon. But for her sake, I hope it won't stay long with her. There are still questions left to be unanswered. By the late hour, coupled with the sudden exhaustion, made my old couch a more comfortable bed than it typically is. Well, shoot, that was loud. Alright, we're at the 25th, so this is before. Okay. Oh, that's a cool little drawing. I like these little drawing bits. Have I mentioned that before? I find Isabella Santos knocked at Zachary Steele's apartment in the middle of the night. Shaken, she refused to say what happened. Zachary let her stay regardless. Profiles. Oh! Oh, I have all the information on Zach now. Oh, okay. So I gain it as I go along. Okay. Alright, he's agnostic religion. Okay. Religion Anglican Roman Catholic. Okay. Diamond digital film, pie photography and filmography, documentaries, cooking, acoustic guitar, video games. He's a video gamer. Yes, he's one. Darkness immediately welcomes me as soon as my head hits the makeshift pillow. I can only wish the dreams will keep at a distance for now, for both of us. Now, who left their vibrator on? The first thing you notice while muffled though enough to wake me. In the end, it became one of those nights when sleep passes like a blink and is plagued with vague fuzzy thoughts. I lift a hand to rub away the drowsiness from my eyes, although it does little to relieve the gritty, burning sensation from my eyelids. Outside, the sun is yet to peek over the horizon, but night has already given way to the cool morning light, washing everything in subtle grey hues. How is it still midnight? I never understand the clocks in this game. They never change time. At this hour, the entire city remains unstirring. Ordinarily, waking up before my own alarm means abusing the snooze button. Twice or thrice, just to catch those precious few extra minutes of sleep. But a persistent ringing makes it impossible now.
This better be good.
It's gonna be Ash. Probably. Groggily, I scramble for the bag sitting at the foot of the bed. I called it. The ringing still hasn't stopped, even as I fish the phone out, and Ashton's name flashes brightly on the screen when I turn it on. Must be pretty urgent if he hasn't dropped a call yet.
Took you long enough, Z-Man.
Ashton, it's 6 in the morning. Sun hasn't even risen. Hell, my brain ain't even awake yet.
Oh my
Stop
god.
calling me Z-Man.
It's 20 past 6, Zach.
I want
Oh.
to talk. Give me back my 5 extra minutes, Ash. I want my sleep.
Hey, don't make fun of me. I can be a more person too if I want to.
Oh.
What's this all really about? You don't usually make calls around this hour. Is the world ending today?
Sorry about that. Becca rang me up a few minutes ago looking for Isabella. Said she didn't show up in her own apartment last night.
Oh.
We both tried calling, but her phone seems to be off.
Oh.
Do you have any idea where...
I should have known you two would come looking for her first thing in the morning.
Not a laughing matter, Zach. You can't
No.
really let your guard down with everything that's happened here recently. You've heard about the Cooper woman from the news. Everyone in the precinct has been restless ever since the incident the other day.
Well, I'm not surprised. It was
Yeah.
a brutal one.
I get what you mean.
Does that mean when we become Ash, we're going to actually see the crime scene? Oh, that would be cool, actually.
Listen, Ash, about Bella.
I let my voice trail off, unsure of how to go about recounting last night. If I should even say anything to him. He might be a close friend, but at the end of the day, whatever's bothering her ain't mine to speak of in the first place. On the bed, Isabella remains as still as when I transferred her the night before. Sometime during her sleep, she pulls up a blanket over herself and tucked into it comfortably. Like this, it's easy to forget the horror in her eyes or how much her hands and lips trembled. Save for her firm grip on the edge of the cover, she appears nearly as normal as she would have any other day. Almost.
I'm not really sure how to go about this while being...
Zach, what about her?
The worry, the concern must have surfaced in my tone because his own shifts then. Carefully as if he's preparing for the worst.
Look, you don't have to worry about her. She's with me right now. Since last night, in fact.
Oh, why didn't you just say so earlier?
She
Huh?
kind of knocked in the middle of the night. I couldn't possibly wake you two over that. And with how things are when she arrived, I thought it'd be best if I let her rest first.
Yeah.
I
In all
just wasn't
fairness,
expecting
I think
people
that's
would be
good.
looking for her before the rooster even crows.
You could have at least called her something. Becca's beside herself with worry when she found out. You know how much she frets about the smallest stuff.
Well, she does.
I know. I'm sorry. That was a lapse on my part. And I just didn't think, okay, you know what? Rebecca's worries ain't completely baseless.
Oh?
Isabella hasn't been her usual self since the movie. maybe even before that. I don't know if I should be opening my mouth about this, but Bella didn't outright say I shouldn't, so
So something's wrong then?
I'm
Yeah.
not quite sure, to be completely honest.
Really?
Oh, damn it.
I thought you'd learned something from me by now.
That's not it. Ash, when she appeared at my doorstep last night, she was shaking, and when I tried to ask her about it, she just panicked. Had this frightened look on her face. I'd be surprised if this was the first time I've seen it, but it ain't. Dude, the first time, she was screaming.
First time?
Yeah.
When was this? You weren't talking about the thing in the movie house, are you? Because that was just us fooling around. Granted, I think I went overboard with the joke, but...
Huh?
No, it happened
No.
the day after. When she invited us to lunch, you weren't there.
Yeah, she screamed in the middle of the
We
town.
were walking one second, and then the next, she's crying out. I'll be straight with you. That scared me shitless.
It bothered him. If the way he falls silent after is telling. But whatever his opinion is stays absent from his voice when he speaks again. He's always been a good with that. Hiding what he thinks.
Did she say anything else?
Nothing. Won't tell me anything aside from a few vague words. I didn't want to push it.
Where is she? Is she still sleeping?
Yep.
Right here with me, still sleeping. Should I wake her up or something?
Nope.
Let her know you guys are looking for her?
No need.
No,
Let her
let
rest.
her rest.
I'll drop by in a few.
Today? Don't you have work at this time? I mean, I can drop her off home myself before meeting my client later.
Look who's talking.
My schedule's flexible, Ash. Last
Well.
time I checked, you're the one who didn't have that luxury. How on earth do you think I'm able to tag along when you need me?
It's not completely out of the way.
They live on the other side of the town from you, Ash. Your definition of out of the
Well.
way is a little screwed up, you know.
About that. This is part of the reason for that, I think. I think that's part of the reason. Yeah.
It's fine. I have some things I need to do anyway. I'll call you back. I've got to let Becca know that Scared Cat's fine.
Scaredy cat, goddamn. I've got to say though, the game in this oh my god, my English. This is how you know I am. I'm having a hangover today. All right, Jesus, I am just. All right. Come morning, Zachary received a phone call from Ashton, who was looking for Isabella. Zachary informed him that she stayed over for the circumstances. Before ending the call, Ashton offered to pick her up. Alright, I'm going to go on for a few more minutes with this. He drops the call before I even get a word in, and for several minutes later, I find myself simply listening to the rest of Luxborn rousers. The increasing sound of passing traffic, the bustle of the nearby shops preparing for the day, and the growing clamour of the people while they go about their morning. Not the most soothing sounds to hear following a troubled night, but the routine puts me at ease nevertheless. What's comforting, what's safe, what I'm used to. Nearby, Isabella shifts but doesn't wake, blissfully underway as the city slowly stirs itself back to life. He's got such an artistic way of speaking at the second, that's pretty neat. Was her night as restless as the one I had? Were her dreams as lucid? In hushed moments like this, I envy her. Oh? Unreasonable, probably a little unfair to say such in light of last night. If only forgetting is as easy as breathing. A small yawn escapes me when I rise from the couch to stretch. Luckily, the short conversation with Ash has effectively drawn away any... Oh. Oh, I thought I was reading that wrong for a second. Has driven away any will to go back to the bed. To go back to bed. I still have a day to get through, despite the proverbial ghosts hanging around. Ooh, pill time! The orange bottle sitting at the edge of the table is reassuring against my palm the instant I pick it up. The sterile odour of the capsules equally so. Yet the way they carry is something I've never gotten used to. Is this like to happy pills? Here's a guy who spends minutes, heck, even hours staring at a single pill prior to taking one in. Now it's just routine, a way to stave off the unwanted nightly visits. It is sleep medicine, okay. Although I don't think Dr. Navarro will be quite pleased if he ever finds out I'm relying on them again. I do owe him a visit, regardless, especially after missing our appointments on purpose and ignoring his calls for weeks. Yeah, he's mad. Another side comes out tired and weary, and then I pop the tablet into my mouth.
Zach? What
Oh.
time is it?
The bottle in my hand hits the table with more force than necessary. So much I trust my friends, there are some things I'd rather keep to myself. They don't know.
Morning, Bella. Did you sleep well?
She answers the question with a long drawn-out yawn, one reminiscent of a child. Chucker manages to come out from my mouth at the sight. Yeah, blush. In this manner, it's easy to mistake her for someone too young for responsibilities. Inexperienced and immature, even. Easy to forget she was thrust into the role of an adult earlier than her own dreams can afford. To overlook how surprisingly observant she could be at times. Maybe not on the same level Ash exercises for his investigations or Rebecca needs for her own work. But it's certainly enough to deftly put what she sees around her on canvas. Wait a minute. I just realised something. Marianne is next. So, considering that I grew the relationship with Hannah and Marianne, could something else happen? Oh! Oh man, now that that's happened, I actually can't predict what's going to happen now. I have no idea. And if the way her eyes focus to the table when her says something, it is that I won't be able to avoid the questions this time.
Only a little. I don't remember how I ended up on the bed, though.
Pomp kimochi.
Madu, you didn't look very comfortable sleeping on the couch, all hunched up like that.
It would have been enough for something temporary. Sorry I stole your bed.
Hey, it doesn't matter. Besides, what kind of gentleman would I be if I leave a lady sleeping in such uncomfortable conditions? Not in this house. My nana will give me a tough scolding if I ever did that, I'm telling you.
My mum would
Thanks a
probably
lot,
do the same
Zach.
to me.
I know I barged in at a very inconvenient time last night. I wasn't really thinking when I did, and...
Hey, it's cool, Bella.
It's
I ain't
fine.
mad at you. That's what friends do. You guys are welcome here anytime. Although Ashton abuses the anytime part a lot. I don't really mind. We might have less wiggle room if all four of us are present, considering the size of this place.
4?
But as long as no one makes anything explode, it's totally fine.
Fine or not, I still owe you one for last night's trouble. Especially since you don't seem to be...
Huh? What do you mean? Because an expression passes over her features as she spares another cursory glance over the table back to the bowl, holding every small piece of what keeps the bad memories at bay. The blood blooming over Pa's heart, the horrified look on Ma's face, she watched him fall lifeless to the ground. Wait, what? And every ounce of spite seen from the stranger's smile. Oh, both his parents were killed. Oh, I thought it was the father that killed the mother. Oh my, you don't belong here. You monkey. Oh, okay, racists. You monkeys don't belong here. It never stops, does it?
Well, you don't seem to be feeling well.
In this, I'm still concerned on what year this is, because it's so difficult to pinpoint it. And what? Okay. You don't seem to be. Oh.
Let me know, okay? I'll make it up to you somehow.
She makes a slight gesture with her head towards the bottle, asking a question without really asking. Subtly has never been one of her greatest assets, but right now, even Ash would have been a little amazed, if not lost words for that. She has left it up to me whether I'll ever give the response she wants to hear or not. A little clever coming from her, if anyone would ask me. Ooh. Damn it. I don't know what to do. Okay, I'm going to end this here. I'm going to let you guys... I'm honestly leaving you guys with this choice. Because I want you guys to let me know what choice I should do for the next video. Because at the moment, I'm stuck between myself leaning towards telling the truth. Because at this current second in time, he can relate to something that's happened with Bella, and if he tells the truth, she's probably more likely to spill what happened the other night to Zach. as crazy as it can sound. But if we play it off, it'll probably have a negative effect. But anyway, that's going to end it for this part, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you want any more from me. And I shall see you in the next video. Sorja, guys. I will indeed see you next time. Woo! This is going to be very interesting.